how many centers in the NBA can do this?
With a baseline jam.
7 feet tall with a 7'5" wingspan. At only 21 years old, that's what Kel'el Ware can do. And if you're wondering why he was able to pump fake Luke Cornett at the 3-point line, it wasn't because of bad defense. It's because this is also what Kel'el Ware is capable of doing.
Kel'el again. Kaboom again. Jakucionis. Shot clock down to 2. Ware connects for 3.
All 3 of those plays happened in 1 quarter. Most centers would be lucky to make one of those plays throughout their entire career, and Kel'el is out here doing that numerous times in 1 quarter. And after a really good rookie season, in which Kel'el averaged nearly a double-double once he was fully in the rotation, he's gone to a different level this preseason, averaging over 20 points and 11 rebounds a game whilst shooting 50% from 3. And just like they always manage to do through the draft, once again, the Miami Heat have gotten an absolute steal. And I'm not saying that just because of some highlights or good performances in preseason. When you look at last year's draft class, once Kel'el Ware started getting consistent minutes in the Heat rotation, there was not a single rookie who put up better numbers or had a more consistent impact on actually helping his team win. With Kel'el not only averaging nearly a double-double as a rookie, but averaging nearly 2 stocks a game and also having a positive plus-minus in those games. And sure, you can say he was playing on a better team than other rookies, but guys, you know who Eric Spoelstra is, right? You know who the Miami Heat are. If Kel'el Ware was not contributing to winning, if he was not doing absolutely everything, he would not have been playing at all. The reason he started getting so many minutes last year was because he was making it impossible to not give him more minutes. And that's because beyond being 7 feet tall, with freakish athleticism and shooting touch from all 3 levels, he also makes an impact on defense as well. Just look at him here in isolation against Jason Tatum. Tatum sizes him up, crosses right, but even after creating a bit of separation, that's the length of Ware coming from behind and erasing Tatum's shot at the rim. Or this, which is a play I really like because of the patience he shows. Aldama sets the screen, Ware hedges, but as Bane stops, Ware doesn't jump, he stays down and then just uses his length to swat Bane once he gets to the rim. And the advantage Ware has with his athleticism and his length, and this is going to sound painfully obvious, but it's true. He can block shots that other players just simply cannot, and that forces players into doing things that they're not comfortable with. Just watch here as Butler crosses Bam, and Ware isn't quite ready to help over, and even with the scoop shot, look at how high Ware gets to block that before it's on the way down. The advantage of being this freakishly athletic and long is you can get away with being a fraction late helping over and still make plays like that. Even when a player goes with the scoop shot high off the glass, you still have the ability to block the shot. Now, in saying that, he's obviously not perfect defensively. If he was an elite defender with his offensive skill set, I mean, we would already be looking at a future All-NBA player. But as of now, he lacks some strength against bigger centers in the post. That lower body strength isn't quite there. And like most rookies and players who love to block shots, whilst he can do it really well, he's also quite eager and sometimes will jump at shots, fouling players or getting caught out of position as a result. All very improvable, but things that he still needs to work on. But the reality is, when it comes to D, size matters. So, terrible joke. It was there, it was just there for me, but Kel'el Ware does have the size, and even through some of those problems he has defensively, it's enough to make up for it. Now, getting back to the preseason, so far those flashes we saw from Kel'el during his rookie season, being able to step out and hit the 3-ball, obviously being an insane lob threat and a roll threat, he's just looking more and more dominant. And you can say it's just preseason, but his last 2 games in which he is dominated were against Wemby and Luke Cornett, and then Wendell Carter Jr. and Goga Bitadze. All good NBA centers, all good defensive players, all torched by Kel'el Ware. And if being able to catch lobs from out of space or step back threes isn't impressive enough for you, firstly, you should consider finding a different sport, but luckily Kel'el has even more to his game. Whilst he might not have the perfect footwork or the lower body strength to be a consistent post scorer just yet, he does have the touch, which is even more important. Just watch him here get the pocket pass from Jakucionis. The floater isn't there initially, so he bumps into Cornet, spins off him, and then hooks it over the top. Well, this time, where Kel'el is just entering the picture, he gets the ball on the move just inside the free throw line, and then it's a soft floater. This is something we saw throughout his rookie season. Not only can he hit threes and catch lobs, but he has the touch on those hook shots and those floaters that give him the balanced scoring game that you need as a modern big in the NBA. Now, you might have also noticed one other thing from those two clips I showed you. Did you notice? Here's a hint. He was also a first-round pick recently. Kasparas Jakucionis. 5 times in one quarter. That is how many times Kasparas Jakucionis assisted Kel'el Ware in the fourth quarter of this game. And just like we see every single year, and like I'm talking about with Kel'el Ware, when Miami got their hands on Jakucionis, the whole world sighed. Well, fans of 29 other teams sighed because Jakucionis was never supposed to fall to the 20th overall pick. This is someone who a lot of draft experts had as a projected top 10 overall pick, and almost everyone had him as a lottery pick, but once again, the Heat managed to outsmart the NBA. And whilst we haven't seen nearly enough from him yet to suggest he's a steal, anytime you see a rookie play with the poise and confidence that we saw from Kasparas in that fourth quarter, I'm ready to say they're a steal. And you could just see their chemistry growing in real time, with Jakucionis' 10th assist of the game coming off a beautiful lob to Kel'el, and these two guys are gonna complement each other so well. Getting both of these guys in back-to-back drafts, despite having the 15th and 20th overall pick, I mean, it's just the most Miami Heat thing ever. And just talking about Kel'el Ware, he is so athletic, and with his three-point shot only getting better, plus that little in-between game he has which is developing, he's going to be a walking double-double in the NBA for as long as he plays. The only question will be, how good can he get defensively, and how can he round out other areas of his game? As of now, his playmaking, it's pretty much non-existent. He is not a playmaker. He's not the best screener. He can get shot hungry. He can get block hungry. These are all things that are pretty common with rookies. What isn't common with rookies is someone who can catch lobs out of the sky, pump fake defenders, dunk on players, and hit step back threes as a 7-footer. So I'm going to hope that Kel'el improves on those other aspects of his game, because the best parts of his game are things that 99% of the NBA can't do. And another first round pick that I really like on this Heat roster is Nikola Jovic. I made a video talking about him, so if you want to watch that, click here. If you want to subscribe for more content like this, dropping a like would be cool. Have a great day.